Miss Mayo explaining what the greenhouse is and explaining what the purpose of it is. Okay.
Okay, so welcome to Flambeau Greenhouse. This is our hoop house. In here we have vegetables, flowering baskets, and some single flowers. So this is a part of our greenhouse and horticulture class here at Flambeau. We have a couple different hanging baskets that students have made. This one was actually designed by Junior Rhea Fraftjord. And students got to name their different baskets. So the baskets that you're seeing here, mostly students got to design them and make them. So that was pretty cool. They did that at the beginning of the year. So they did most of the baskets. They've kind of been watering them. And then we have some single flowers over here. So we have some dahlias. They're just kind of hitting the end of their blooming stage. So some of them that are looking not super great, they're going to reflower again. So students got to pick those out. And then we have coleus that were donated by Sean Taylor. Thank you, Mr. Taylor. He donated some coleus and some snapdragons. So if you're looking for filler for your baskets, those are great fillers. We also have some marigolds. We got some pansies and some antique petunias from Mrs. Moravik. So thank you, Mrs. Moravik, for contributing as well. Vegetables, we have quite a selection. We have sugar snap peas, bell peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, a bunch of lettuce that we have made into salad bowls. So there are anywhere from 2 to 4 different varieties of lettuce that you can just kind of stick it out on your porch. It'll grow lettuce for you all summer, and you just cut it whenever you want a salad. So those are great. We've also have 3 different kinds of tomatoes. We have paste tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and we also have some cucumbers. So if you're looking for vegetables this summer, Flambeau's kind of got a little bit of everything. We also tried this year making some cone baskets, so students got to design those and did a really good job. And then we tried moss baskets this year, which are our 3 big baskets over there. That's kind of our hoop house.
Okay. Thank you for that little introduction.
Bye-bye.
All right. So I have another question. Could you show us the landscape that you guys did on Environmental Day?
So for Environmental Day, my greenhouse class plus a couple other students stayed back, and we did quite a bit of landscaping outside of our hoop house and our attached greenhouse here. So on this side, we planted lily of the valley, giant crocus bulbs, tulip bulbs, and then we have some peony bushes that are growing. This side, we put in some hostas along with our peony bush, and then some irises. And then on this side, students planted lily of the valley again and some irises. So we should have some purple irises coming up here soon. So it's really exciting. It'll look super nice come next year.
Thank you, Miss Mayo, for this little introduction of the greenhouse or hoop house. Please come by and buy some.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, so I have Zach here, and I'm going to ask him who would win, 100 men versus 1 gorilla.
I would take 100 men every single day. Think about it. A gorilla, sure, it can punch with 4,000 pounds or whatever, bench 4,000 pounds or whatever, but that can only do it so many times. Its muscles are like dead after 2 punches, and then what is he gonna do? What is he gonna? Okay, let's say he took out half of them. What is he gonna do against 50 guys? Would you take an exhausted near gorilla versus 50 guys? I wonder who would win.
Okay, so another question. Who would you vote in this Flambeau school to be in it?
Who would I vote for it to be in it? Brock,
And why?
because it's Brock.
Okay.
Okay, Brock.
All right, so we got Aaron here, and we're gonna ask him who he thinks is gonna win: 100 men or 1 gorilla, and why.
100 men.
Why?
Well, it's because, 100 men are awesome, and we have the indomitable human spirit, so we can easily take down a gorilla.
All right, who is somebody that you would think or that you would want to join the 100 men?
Zach,
Why?
because he'd get torn apart.
Okay then.
Hey everyone, Odd Studios here. So today we got Jesse, and I got a question for you. If there was 100 men versus 1 gorilla, who do you think would win?
The 100 men. I feel like the 100 men would scare the gorilla into him committing suicide.
Oh, interesting. Interesting theory. If you were to pick one person from the school, who do you think would be alongside them?
Cade.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so Cade got mentioned in Connor's poll for the 100 men versus one gorilla, and somebody said Cade. So we got him here today, and we're going to see what he thinks.
I honestly think gorillas would win if there was 100 me and one gorilla because gorillas are quite strong.
All right. What if you could pick somebody else in Flambeau? Who would it be?
I'd probably say Isaac Brown.
All
He's
right.
quite strong.
All right.
Hey everyone, Odd Studios here. So we got school sensation Mr. Zeman here with us today. So I got a question for you. Okay, so if 100 men were to fight one single gorilla, who do you think would win?
Well, it ultimately would depend on the number of weapons and techniques utilized by those people and individuals to combat that gorilla. If they were fearless, I think the men would win because they would, with sheer numbers and volume, would overwhelm the gorilla.
That's kind of what Zach said. Okay, so if you were to pick one person, teacher or student, otherwise, regardless, if you were to pick one person from the barn, from the school,
Yeah.
Who would you choose?
Well, I'd have to say Panazzo. 100%. The Panazzo, just what he could do. He
Are we gaining up on
can't. What? Who else picked Panazzo? Oh my goodness.
He's the first one to pick the host.
Well, of course. I mean, think about that. I mean, have you not seen his skills?
I mean, he's good at basketball.
Skill sets, juke.
You could probably throw his spear while doing like a
exactly.
Like dunk on the gorilla.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Right there.
Also, to the subscribers on the podcast, if we get 50 more of you guys, we're gonna have to record Mr. Zeman doing hula hoops things.
Yeah, well, I'll start practicing today.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here with everybody's favorite junior, Joey 3-Tech. Show us the 3-Tech. The sign you do when you hit a 3. There it is. All right, so Joey, we're talking about the 100 men versus gorilla challenge. First of all, what do you think would actually happen, 100 men versus gorilla?
I think they're going to take like 10 men to take gorilla, but I think the guys would win.
You think so? You got your money on the guys? All right. So second question, you get to be creative here now. Anybody in the Flambeau world that you want to see 100 of them versus a gorilla, who would you choose? Isaac or Ethan. All right, so somebody already said Isaac, so let's go with Ethan. All right, so 100 Ethan Johnsons versus gorilla. What happens?
About 2 of them guys.
2 EJs take a gorilla down? How does he do it?
First he goes for the legs,
Uh-huh.
and the other guy goes for the back.
Perfect. Yeah, well, I can definitely see that Ethan put some work in the weight room. You ever seen him lift? Yeah. What can he do?
I want to say about 40 something.
Wow. Could he bench press you? Has he ever tried it?
No.
Oh, we got to do that for the podcast.
Yeah.
Have EJ just lift you up over the head.
Right.
All right. All right, thanks, Joey. See you next time.
Isn't that interesting, Bear? You see that? That looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. You see the prom picture of Grayson? Yeah, that looks good. Oh, hi. Welcome. Nice seeing y'all again. This is Bear. He's going to be eventually, oh, thank you. Oh, one of our Flambeau Falcon dogs. He's visiting today. Nice weather out, and the kids love seeing him. But you know what? We got to talk about, Bear. We got to talk about these athletes. They have been crushing it. All right? Well, we're going to put him down for a minute. There you go. All right. So the athletes of the week for this week, we're going to talk about sophomore Kyle Blackstock. He is a track lead. Get that? Track athlete. And he's a pole vaulter. Unfortunately, he sustained an injury this week, so he wasn't able to vault. But last week, he was able to PR his vault, 12 feet, 6 inches. So pole vault includes the very long pole that they have to like run and joust with, and then they fling their bodies up. It's not the high jump where you run and jump over the pole. Okay, so that's pole vaulting. He set the new school record. He's very talented, and he has a very bright future. He's also a very coachable kid. So way to go, Kyle. Now we're going to talk about senior Sydney Bratnich, right? Bratnich? I think it's Bratnich. I always say Bratnich, but I'm a Cornell gal. I don't know how to read, and I don't know how to talk. Bratnich. All right, we got a confirmation. So for softball, at the plate, she delivered some clutch gap hits. Not really sure what that means, but we'll go with it. And they got their big W against Birchwood and Winter. She also played solid defense. So way to go, Sid. And last but not least, we'll talk about Tyler Sapansky. Okay, he is a baseballer. He is a junior, and Coach Kopez says over the last 2 games, Tyler went 4 for 4 at the plate with 2 RBIs, 4 runs, 0 errors, and 0 strikeouts. Sounds like perfection.
Also dominated his ACT.
He also dominated his ACT, according to Mr. Panazzo. He is a dedicated team member, always is quick to help with anything that he can, and I can attest to that during the basketball season. He would come into the gym and he would mop and sweep that floor before game night. So way to go, Tyler, and way to go, athletes, and we'll see you next week.